Welcome. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to create an extrusion in Onshape. An extrusion is the most basic form of building solid bodies. Like any other solid body we have to create, we're going to have to start with a sketch. To create a sketch, we come up to the upper left corner here and choose our sketch tool. This is going to start bringing in the sketch controls, and now we need to place our sketch on a given plane. We're going to start with the front plane here, as we're going to bring our extrusion from front to back. So we click on it, and as you can see by this blue square, we have our sketch in place. We're then going to come up to the view cube here and orient our drawing to see it in a proper 2D fashion. Then we can use our various sketching tools up here to create the outline and sketch that we want. We'll start with the line tool by clicking on it, and we're going to come up here and we'll use our line tool to draw just the basic shape. We'll be coming back in just a minute and giving our sketch some more definition with the shape and size of it. So now that we have our basic sketch, we can then move on to our dimension. This is going to allow us to give our lines shape and size. So to do that, we click our dimension tool, click on a line, and drag it up. Here we can say we'll make this 5 inches, and it's going to scale everything appropriately, as by default, when we connect our lines, they have constraints already in place. So now I'm going to come here and we'll bring this one down and say that it is 2 inches. And here we'll say that is 1.5. And this should be 1.5. We can add that in, but that would over constrain our sketch. We then want to come to here and give us some height here. We'll make that 1.5. Overall, we need to add in another dimension. Let's call that 4 inches. And as you can see, we now have a mostly constrained sketch. This is good enough for our purposes for now. Once our sketch is done, we come up here to the green check mark and click it. We can still see our sketch, but as we come here, it has no depth to it. So now we need to build a solid body for it. To do this, we come up to the extrusion tool here. And by default, since we're creating a new solid body based on this sketch, the new tab will be selected. 2 other tabs to take note of. We have the solid tab and we have the surface tab. The solid tab will allow us to create solid bodies. This is going to be 95% of what we work with. However, in some cases, we will want to create simply a surface. This can be used to take this sketch and 3-dimensionally extrude it out as simply a surface. It will have no solid mass to it. Now, under the solid tab, we have 4 different options. We have the new, which creates a new solid body. We have add, which adds to an existing solid body. For example, if we had taken a object, put a sketch on it, created the sketch, we would then add to it to create more of the part. We can also do a cut or remove process by choosing that, and our sketch would then be used to cut through or remove a portion of the object. And then intersect. This is where 2 solid body objects intersect, and the portions that they intersect within are kept. Since we're creating a new solid body, we first have to choose the object or sketch that we're going to be extruding, so we simply click on that anywhere in the darkened area, and our face and sketch region is selected now. As you can see, it previews based on the default values. If we click on blind, we have a couple of different options. Blind means that it will simply extrude in a given dimension and depth without any interaction. Symmetric means that it will extrude along an axis, front to back or side to side, an equal amount. If we choose up to next, it will extrude an object until it interacts with another surface. Up to face means it will go and extrude even as it fully interacts with the face. So if you want to wrap around, say, a curved object with a straight object, this would be the way to do it. Up to part means it will extrude up to a given part, and vertex is the same. It will extrude up to a given vertex. Finally, we have through all. This will extrude through anything that the part comes in contact with. For our purposes, we're going to choose blind, and we simply put in a depth of 3. We then have a preview here. As you can see, we still see our sketch intact. We can nudge around to see everything and make sure that it is looking as we want it to, and it looks like it does. We'll come up here. Let's say we wanted to change the direction. We could simply click on this arrow here or the black arrow over here, and it would take the extrusion in the opposite direction. This looks good, so we're going to click our green check mark, and now it has created a solid body based on the sketch.